I'm giving Mike McCarthy a star down for game management. I don't understand what this guy is doing. If you're going to have an approach, stick with the damn approach. You're going to kick a 60-yarder after your kicker has butchered the first half. You're going to give the ball to Tom Brady on the 50. He didn't have any timeouts, but there were 15 seconds left. To me, just punt it and let Tampa Bay definitely go into the locker room without scoring any more points. But if you're going to be aggressive and attempt a 60-yarder, by the way, he is nicknamed Greg the Leg for a reason. He's hit from 60 in his career. He's hit from 58. He's hit from 56. I went and looked all that up. Then why aren't you going for it on 4th and goal from the 3 in a game that looks like it's a shootout where your defense can't stop the other guy? I don't understand it. That really, really bothered me. It was right after the 3rd down attempt, the little pitch out to the left with Zeke. And I'm like, this is 2-down territory. I tweeted that out. This is 2-down territory. What are you doing, Mike McCarthy? I just don't trust him right now as a game manager with the decisions that he is going to make.
The kick of the 60 was fine.
Why? Why was it fine?
Because there was 15 seconds left, and Tampa had no timeouts.
And you're going to give the ball at midfield when you know he wasn't going to make the kick.
Right, but no timeouts, 15 seconds. I mean, you're going to talk about having to get...
But why wouldn't I just put it on the 15 or the 10 versus the 50 by punting?
Because you're trying to get points.
And you had very little chance of getting any points. He wasn't going to make that kick. No one believed he was going to make that kick.
You still, the numbers say go for it. They increased their win probability by 2% by going for it.
Okay, I don't know what all that means.
So where are we going with this?
It means they increased the win probability
and
by 2%.
you didn't believe he was going to make the kick either. Like no one
I
did
didn't
based
believe he was
upon
going to make the kick.
Did that fact? Does that win probability? Legit question. Factor in what he did in the first half, or is that just like an overall spectrum of hey, a 60-yarder, or does that factor in what Zerline did in the first half?
I do not know that, and it wouldn't matter.
It would matter.
It would not matter.
Because that's where the numbers and the probability screw up. They don't take into account what's happening in the game and previously what happened in the game.
Because it shouldn't.
No,
unless there's an injury. If there's an injury, then it should
performance.
Happen.
If you're missing extra points in 30-yarders, no one is going to believe that you're going to make the 60-yarder, and you don't give the other team the ball on the 50 versus just punting. Because one completion away is 3 points. It's a 6-point swing before halftime.
If Tampa had timeouts left, it's absolutely the wrong call to go for it. With no timeouts, it's 100% the right call. It doesn't matter that he missed a field goal before that because it has nothing
and an extra point.
Yeah, but it has nothing to do with how his performance is going to be on this next one. That doesn't carry over. There's no carryover.
Yes,
on
it does. If you're in a basketball game and you've missed 8 free throws, I'm going to foul you in the fourth quarter. That's just common sense.
But Tampa wasn't going to kick a field goal anyway. They weren't going to have time to get down.
You don't know that. They could have had a 20-yard completion.
They could have had a 20-yard completion, and then maybe they have a 20-yard completion.
Yeah, and that leaves open the possibility of them getting 3 points versus me punting and drastically reducing you getting a completion to get 3 points.
What do you think had a higher probability? Him making the field goal or them getting the 3 points?
Them getting 3 points.
See, and the numbers would just say that's not true.
Okay, well, we disagree.
I mean, but you can't disagree.
Yes, I can disagree. You don't take into account the human element of anything.
Yes, I do.
You go to the computer and you look it up and you calculate it and you just look it up.
You're not taking into account the fact that Tampa wasn't going to score.
You don't know that.
We do know that.
No, we don't. How do we know that? Tom Brady went and won the game with a minute left.
Yeah, he went with a minute left with timeouts.
Okay.
With timeouts, and a minute left is a lot different than 15 seconds when there's a risk of staying in bounds and you've got to get your field goal guy out on the field.
You just don't have
and
to.
Then he still has to make a 50-something.
You don't have to introduce the possibility of it if you punt. When no one believed you, if I would have called you to bet, you would have given me insane odds in order to get you to commit to Zerline making the 60-yarder.
If you punt, you have a 0% chance of scoring. It's amazing how
and you also give them
give
them no chance of scoring. Basically,
That's okay. I'm interested in scoring points. I'm not interested in being scared to not score points.
Okay.
I totally agree with you though at the goal line. That was crap. That was BS. Not going for it on 4th down there. There's no reason on the 3-yard line to kick a field goal unless you're in a this will put us in the lead with a minute to go kind of scenario.
And that made it 21-19.
And there's no point. There's no difference between being down 2 or 5. Being down 2 or 5 is completely irrelevant. There's no difference there. It was a dumb call. It cost them about 3% chance of winning the game on that one. They should have been in 2-down territory. And I would have thought by running the ball there, that they would have been in 2-down territory.
Right.
Why would you run it if that was your basically your 4th down play?
Exactly.
Makes absolutely no sense.
If you made up your mind to kick it, then you should have thrown it on 3rd. Especially with the way Dak was playing, he was balling out.